this Tuesday night pre-snowpocalypse 2020. We're gearing up for Christmas, no matter what happens over the next couple days with the snow. And I know right now we have lots of friends and family enjoying Hanukkah. So we want to give a big shout out to them and hope that everybody and all of our friends and family are having a very joyous Hanukkah this season. We want to thank our sponsors, brokersrealty.com. Without them, we could not be with you every week. Make sure to check out their website. Make sure to talk to Sarah right over there on the other box. She is one of their best realtors. She's busy all the time. It is a seller's market. So if you want to buy in the Poconos, you got to get going on that because there's not a lot of inventory. So if you want to buy, sell, rent, or auction off your property, check out brokersrealty.com. I have one other shout out that I want to say. Our other sponsor for our other show, Get Seen in the Poconos, the Cinder Inn. Their wonderful owner, Veronica Murray, tomorrow is going to receive the Pocono Chamber of Commerce Hero Award for all of the volunteer work that she does. So big shout out to her and congratulations. Make sure that you head over to their page and say, hey, Veronica, great job. She actually was the first recipient of our annual Women's Award that we had when we first formed Sister Chat and started having an award ceremony every year. So we love her, and we know she does so much for this community by providing food and staying open and doing as much as she can. So check out the Cinder Inn too. Awesome. Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
Hi, Holly. I am doing so well tonight. It's definitely chilly outside, and it'll be interesting to see how many inches of snow we actually get. But I hope everybody has gone out and gotten their milk and bread and eggs and all of those essentials because the stores are crazy around here.
You need to make French toast.
I am going to make
milk and bread. That's all you need to make French toast.
That was a great suggestion, and I actually I had extra milk so that I could do that in the morning. And I'm also looking forward to doing our bell ringing for the Salvation Army this coming Saturday. We're going to be out in front of Dunkelberger's ringing the bell from 12 to 2. So if you are interested in donating, if you'd like to meet the ladies of Get Something to Say or Get Seen in the Poconos, stop by and meet the three of us. We'll be there ringing the bell. And if you don't want to get out of your car, Holly has nicely volunteered that if you beep the horn, she's going to run and get your donation. But if none of those things work, you can certainly go on our website or on our site and click on the link, and you can donate that way. And please put in there that it's from Get Seen in the Poconos or Something to Say, either one. So we look forward to seeing you. Hi, Aaliyah.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. We are, looking forward to ringing that bell. I want to sing that song. You can ring my
bell. I shared on our page today the Frank Sinatra version of Jingle Bells, where they go Jingle.
So
I love that.
Yeah. And also to all of our friends and family that are celebrating Hanukkah, including us, we are having Hanukkah dinner tomorrow. Even though Thursday is the last night, we're going to do it tomorrow. So we got all of our goodies today. I'm going to be making latkes for the boys tomorrow.
I do want to point out that I shared a great video today on my personal timeline. I can share it here on Something to Say too. Our local Rabbi Evie Melman, went and made a YouTube video on how to make his special latkes.
Oh, fun. Yep.
Yeah.
How fun is that?
It's very fun.
I'll be cooking that tomorrow. So we're talking about gift giving tonight and giving good gift. And then I'm going to show you guys some cool ways to wrap them. I just want to share with you guys something else I've been doing this week, getting ready for Christmas and Hanukkah, but I've also been making ornaments. So I'm going to show, these are really cute. And I literally made these things with either things that I had around the house or with dollar store finds, something like this Christmas sweater. It's made with felt, and believe it or not, this hanger is made out of a paper clip.
Cute.
We have a little Christmas tree wrapped with cardboard wrapped with yarn. The good old fashioned reindeer, literally craft supplies. The lit up. You can't really see the light up, but the nose lights up. The little snowman, and last but not least is the s'more made out of cardboard. And again, the hook on that is made with a paper clip, and felt. Now, I of course have craft supplies in my house because I'm just that kind of gal. But literally, a lot of these things you can get at the dollar store, or you could even use old like flannel fabric to make the whatever you want to do. But I'm going to show you how you can also take that. It's nice for the grandparents, the aunts, to include that in the wrapping when the kids are giving gifts. It's nice to kind of, it's kind of nice, right? To incorporate something. And Holly pointed out before the show, and it's a good idea. Like if your kids make something, to always put the date on the bottom, because my mom still has ornaments that I made back with Mrs. Finlayson. Shout out to Mrs. Finlayson back at Smithfield Elementary School in 1970. And my mom still has the ornaments, and they still have the glitter on them. But I remember vividly making those. The kids will remember it. Like we need to bring back. We can do Zoom craft night. You know what I mean? Like even if you can't be with the peeps, and even if you don't have little people in your family, which my son is 7. Even if you don't, I'm going to be full disclosure. I made this completely by myself. The s'mores ornaments were me. Completely alone, 2 pieces of cardboard. I mean, look, it looks good.
I absolutely love them. First of all, I love s'mores, so they're totally right up my alley.
These are cotton balls. I put a little bit of glitter because everything has to have glitter, and a little string and a paper clip to hold it. And you put your kid's name on the bottom. You give this as a gift. Sarah, wouldn't you love to get something like this? If my son walked up to you and said, "Cousin Sarah, here's an ornament," you would melt, right?
But makes me melt anyway, no matter.
No, right. I mean, isn't he so cute? But yeah, the whole point is that we don't have to be super fancy. We don't have to spend lots of money. Every gift, as long as it comes from the heart, in my opinion, I love to give gifts. I mean, everybody likes a good piece of jewelry, a nice sweater. Of course, we all love a good gift card. But I like to give more than I like to receive. I like to really think about what I'm giving. Put thought into it. Not only that, but also into the wrapping, right, Sarah? It's like
I would love, I love the wrapping. I mean, usually to me, the wrapping is like the coolest part of the package.
You don't want to tear the paper, right?
I have to say, my nephew Justin, who I talk about all the time, and
excuse me,
you that don't know him or have not heard me talk about him, he actually is an artist and artistic director, and he does all kinds of cool things with movie sets and all of that stuff. But he one year it was a very hard year for the girls and myself, and he made our Christmas because he came up with some of the most interesting decorations for the packages. Like he wrapped one package for the girls all in lights, and then he lit it. So like there was this lit up package underneath the tree, and like wrapped one with all kinds of tinsel, and it made it look
funny that you're giving me some ideas, because we in our family, because there's so many people and so many kids, there's 9 grandchildren. So the aunts, we split up the names, and most of us get 2 kids, and then one of us gets 3 kids because they have the most kids, whatever. So they pick 3 instead of 2. So I got two of the little people, this time,
and I got 2 teenagers.
So my sister is asking to give them gift cards, and I have a love-hate relationship with gift cards.
I know,
because I feel
we
like,
all do.
Especially at Christmas time, especially when you have little kids, because you want to give them a gift that they unwrap. We all know what that feels like, the excitement. You have Santa's gifts, parents' gifts, grandparents, and you want your gift to be special. So now we're coming up with, they want gift cards, or she wants us to give them gift cards. That's fine. So now Jeff and I are kind of conspiring to see how creative we can get, slipping them into a box of, opening up a box of cereal and slipping it in so that we can wrap it. And then they have something that is substantial, because it's hard to explain. Little kids, I mean, I think today more than when we were kids, it was unheard of to give a kid a gift card.
Yeah,
when we were growing up.
I didn't even start getting cash, I don't think, until I was older than like
13 or like maybe
older.
13,
Yeah.
So this new era that we live in, even the little kids, I'm not going to quote the Grinch, they've become desensitized.
I think there are ways to kind of doctor up the gift card thing. Like,
right. Well, we did it with the 2 biggest teenagers when we first got back together with Jeff. When I first got together, when Leo was first born, Yeah, we had all the big boxes, from the stroller
Mhm.
and the playpen and all that. So we gave them gift cards, or it was cash. It was like a roll of cash inside. Like it went on forever with both
Mhm.
of them. It went on forever and ever. And we wrapped each one, and they were like, is it in this one? Is it in this one? Is it in this one? I mean, it was a mess because there was just
Mhm.
wrapping paper everywhere, boxes and all that kind of stuff. But it was a great way to hide the gift card, or I think it was either a roll of cash or a gift card or whatever it was. And so we're going to do that with the little kids. So, Sarah,
And I-
what do you think? Like, what do you think about when you get a gift card? I want to know.
Well, I always, my problem with gift cards is that I always want to do something special with it. Like I don't want to just go and use it. So
Right.
then I keep it in my wallet forever
Me
until
too.
finally I find something to
Right.
spend
I
it on.
think we all suffer from that. And I don't know about you, Leah. Tell me if you do. But I think everybody in our families, because we all come from the same folks, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? They all lived through the Depression and they all did this and they all did that. But I have
Right.
a tendency to save gifts for something special. I'm not quite sure what that
Mhm.
special thing is all the time, but
What do
Yeah,
you mean, like the gift cards, or using
well,
it for?
yeah, like, oh, you gave me a gift card for Target. Oh, I don't want to spend it on my everyday junk. I should stop and wait until I need something special, you know?
Like if you were gonna, let's just use, because my crock pot is breaking. Like
Okay.
my crock pot, I literally am holding on.
Right.
It's like a snap and goes, and I'm using like a bungee
A
cord.
bungee cord, yeah.
And I'm just like, you know what? It's probably time, right? It's a good crock pot. There's nothing wrong with it, whatever. So let's say Sarah gives me a gift card to Target, you give me, or Bed Bath and Beyond Hope, or what I call it,
Mhm.
Bed Bath and Beyond Hope. So let's say like you guys give me gift cards and I'm like, oh, now I can take that and buy, maybe I'm not going to buy the $40 crock pot. Now I can buy the $80 crock pot with
Right.
all the bells and
That's
whistles.
right.
So, I mean, is a crock
But
pot
I'm
special?
weird. I would have to use each card for something different because
Okay.
that's,
Right.
like and like my
Like in
dad.
your mind, it's like, ooh, I got this $48 item, and now she gave me a $25. So now I'm only paying $15 for this massage. I know what you're buying, girl.
Yeah.
I bought the
Yep.
massager,
Mhm.
right? Massager. And then like maybe you bought like a Yankee Candle. or a Bed Bath and Beyond. What's
Exactly.
that? Bath and
I-
Body you love.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
see what you mean.
that's
Right.
my weird
It's a
way.
little bit different than like if I gave you a nail gift certificate, because there's really
Oh,
only so
and
much you could do with the nail
and
place.
you gave me a nail certificate and I milked that certificate.
Right.
Like
Yeah. And then there's like, then you got to be careful, because for years and years and years, and I'm not going to call anybody out, but for Hanukkah, we used to get gift cards for restaurants that we don't have here. So when you
Aaliyah's in-laws are from New Jersey, so they're in a different spot, you know?
well,
I
I'll
have
tell you,
little elf
like-
fingers behind me here.
and
But,
this is
and now we can't get to the New Jersey we
Mhm.
didn't use one from last year for Cheesecake Factory, and now I'm regretting it because we never got to go use
Mhm.
it. See, my background is moving. That's
Can
the
you
Christmas
use it
elf
online?
behind-
for desserts. Is there any way of using it online?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if you can order cheesecake from them. Like if it's like what's that other
Juniors. You
like
can order
Junior-
it from Juniors and they'll mail it.
You know
to
what? That's a good suggestion, Sarah. I am going to go online. Okay, honey. I'm going to go online and see if I can. And that's a good thing for our viewers too. Like use those gift cards to do. There's nothing wrong with if you have gift cards for Bath and Body Works, Bed Bath and Beyond, and you have to get that last minute gift. Use the gift card. It's okay. Nobody's going to know. Number one, you're the only one that knows. Number two, stuff is tight. You know,
Mhm.
things could be tight. And you say, hey, you know what? I have that $25 gift card to go towards that precious present that person wants.
Ornament, and
Okay, I
here's-
already showed it. Thank you, honey.
That's the new ornament called the s'mores. So we took brown felt as the chocolate, cardboard as like the graham cracker,
Yeah.
and cotton as marshmallow.
As marshmallows, yes, it's very
the best
precious. Thank
part.
you, honey. So yeah, if you have a gift card that you have in your wallet and you haven't used it and you have to get those gifts, use the gift card.
Mhm.
It's like cash. Somebody gave it to you to use. They're not going to judge you on.
So I have a question for all of our viewers, because I am having a terrible time trying to figure out what to give my new 21-year-old. I mean, she's not my new daughter, but she's newly
Newly
20.
Your new
21.
daughter.
So
A new daughter.
what suggestions might you have out there for what to give to my daughter? Because
Savings
when I
bond.
ask her what she wants, she'll say, "Nothing, Mom. You don't
Nothing,
need to give me
Mom.
anything." And I'm like,
Nothing.
Gold, silver,
Please
gold bullion,
don't
coins.
do that.
Mhm.
And you know, she got more jewelry than, you know,
Right. Right.
because
I mean,
of course, you know, from Mom working in the jewelry field also for so many years, she has a lot of jewelry, so she doesn't need jewelry.
right.
She has talked about getting her license to carry, but you know, that's like, how do you do that? So if anyone has a
You
suggestion,
could find out what the cost of that is and
Yeah.
then and make
It's
something.
$20, I can tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, that okay. I think knowing Sarah, she's probably gonna spend a little bit more than that.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
that I'm trying to think back when I was 21. I mean, I lived in a dorm, you know, or an apartment. I lived in an apartment, you know, by myself, you know, buying all of the things.
Mhm.
But you're also her mom. It's not like it's coming from me, who's her cousin. It says,
Well, and
okay, you turn
it's hard,
21. Here's a gift certificate to Bed Bath and Beyond. Hope you can
right?
go get something for your place, or
Mhm.
you know, maybe a
Yep.
gift certificate to the Engine Works or something like that. But I don't even know if they're open. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's a big problem. And the other problem is that her birthday is right in the beginning of December. So, you know,
Right.
I feel you.
it was a big, you're right.
Yeah,
It was
it's a big
big
birthday.
I feel you.
Christmas, and then things that we might have done last year we can't do this year because the places
Right.
are either closed,
Yep.
they're not as accessible, you know. And again, like you said, the jewelry, it's like it's like thankfully Leo is starting to get where the things are bigger. And
Right.
yes, maybe they're a little bit more expensive, but there's not as many little things. Yes,
Right.
I'm still going to do the socks and underwear. I took the tradition of my mother. We always did stockings. She always put the toothbrush, the toothpaste, the mints, the gum, the, you know, the
We're- oh,
Lottery tickets, now that I have an
lottery
18-year
tickets.
old.
You know what? I kind of put the lottery tickets in the same vein as I do gift certificates. But again, I mean, I think it depends on who you're giving
Right.
it to.
That's stocking stuffers.
Right.
That's just
Stocking
additional
stuffer.
little extra.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so I come from, you get socks and underwear on Christmas, you get the stocking, but then I mean, he doesn't know it yet. He's getting a piano, like we got the piano with the bench and the stand and the whole thing because he's going to be taking lessons and he's been asking. So now that's the big purchase.
Yeah.
So the little things, you know, and like Hannah, she's 21 years old. She's
Right.
not, you know, so
Yeah,
it's
And she needs things like gas money and insurance being paid for. And
get her a gas
Right.
card, you know, gas card for whatever she goes. Or like I said, now she's an apartment dweller now, kind of not living in the dorm. You know, maybe something, you know, is there a set of bedding that she's been wanting? Is there a beautiful, you know, because we're
Yeah.
not gonna, most kids, and I say kids because I was one once and I consider 21-year-olds to be kids, it's just starting out in life. We're not going to go luxury. Most of us are not luxuriating. At least I wasn't at 21. You know what I mean? I had a camp TV, a Christmas tree that I bought at the Five and Dime that was this big. You know, you do what you can when you can. I know it's a different era and a different time,
Yep.
but you know, I think something that is heartfelt and useful. I mean, it depends on who it's from. If my husband buys me that crock pot, I think I'll bounce him into the next county. I mean,
I
unless
don't know about that though, because
if I said to him, I want the crock pot, all I want is this crock pot.
one
Right.
year my husband got me a Ninja 3-in-1 cooker. It was probably about 8 years ago that he got me that for Christmas, and I didn't know he got it for me. It like did everything. It was a 4-in-1. You could fry, slow cook, saute, buffet, steam cook. Like you could do.
Oh, I love
everything.
that. That's like our convection. We have a convection.
So when
oven.
he got that for me, that was like the best Christmas present.
Okay.
I
So
think it depends on the person. It depends on if they're asking for it. Is
Well,
it like, are you at the stage? Go ahead, Sarah.
well, the first year with the girl's father, he gave me a KitchenAid mixer and a cookbook. It was our first Christmas together. I was like,
Yeah. See,
I-
like,
oh, you do have to think about, I mean, that it's a great gift, but it was like,
you have to
No.
kind of think about, like, now if Sarah really loved to
No.
bake, yeah, like I think it depends on the person's scenario, how long you've been married, who's it coming from, who's it for. Like when Jeff and I first got together, he must have gotten me Like I have 5 heart necklaces. He kept forgetting that he got them for me. And you
My
know,
husband stopped. We're 20 years into this. My husband
only
stopped
have
getting
one-
me jewelry last decade.
I have so much jewelry. And if I want something truly
Mhm.
at 40, almost a month or two shy of 46 years old, if I want something, I just get it. I just get it. So it's kind of hard then when Christmas comes or like a birthday comes and you're like, oh shoot, you know, he wants to know what I want, you know. So I mean, maybe I'll get the crock pot. It depends. I haven't kind of, I think though, for a person just starting out at that age at 21, I think something that they're not going to buy for themselves
Mhm.
is to me,
It's
when I was
pretty cool.
21, if I had an aunt or like anybody or a cousin coming to me and saying, here, I got you a $50 Bed Bath and Beyond, which we didn't even have at that point, you know, or Walmart, I guess would have been the big store here when I was 21,
Mhm.
that, you know, here to go get things for your place.
Mhm.
You should, you know, I mean, for $50 when I was 21, you could get a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
now it's a little bit different. You know, here's a Bed Bath and Beyond
Mhm.
gift certificate with a coupon,
Mhm.
with coupons attached to it.
Coupon, $20 off, 30% off. You can
Coupons,
stack those suckers.
So I mean, I would just go with the cues that she's giving you. You know,
Don't get me anything, Mom.
Aaliyah is the super crafty, afty person in our family. Like if you name it, she probably has it in her craft closet. I am so
Yeah.
not that person. Like I'm the opposite. I'm the absolute opposite. I mean, I do have 50 rolls of wrapping paper downstairs, but you know who wraps all of our presents? My husband. So I did bring along the girlfriend's guide to cheap wrapping. Cute
is that
bag.
a New York Times bestseller?
It's gonna be the girlfriend's guide to getting over on things because you just are not good at it. Like I am not a good wrapper. Like there is no sharp edges in my wrapping ever.
I don't think that really matters. I mean, our stepbrother used to wrap our Christmas presents, birthday presents, whatever present in comic book paper. Shout out to the people that do comic book paper
Comic book
wrapping.
paper I
think
like.
that's hilarious.
Kevin has a tendency of wrapping things in floor paper because that's what he always has.
I mean, I just wrapped my niece's present because I bought her these 2 really beautiful mink, not real mink, but mink simulated looking mink, beautiful pillows at Home Goods. And they were huge, like very
Huge.
fluffy. And I'm like, I'd have to get 2 gift bags and like, not to be cheap, but gift bags. I mean, she's going to pull it out of the gift bag and throw the gift bag and
away.
whatever.
Yeah.
So I kept it in the Home Goods bag and tied a piece of tulle around the handle. It was like hot pink tulle that I had.
Mhm.
Tulle is like, usually you can get it at you can get it at the dollar stores or different things.
Mhm.
It's a great, I'm telling you, have a little bit of an arsenal. Like if like, you know, obviously everybody has scissors, have a couple of things.
Sharp scissors.
Save. This is a Chinese food container. It's decorated like Christmas. If you're going to give the gift card, which we all like,
Mhm.
put it in something like this and hand it to the person with a nice tag. You know what? It makes them work for it a little bit. It's not like so obvious. They open it up. They don't know what it is. Maybe put a pair of Christmas socks. That's another thing too. Like if you do a gift card, I always like to like put something else with it. Like maybe like a little, now essential oils are popular. You can put a little essential oil in there if you know they like a particular scent. Christmas socks, our Nana, Florence, I have Christmas socks that I still wear that she gave me, and she's been gone for 10 years.
Yeah.
I still wear the ones that she gave me, love them, from the Bon-Ton. God rest the Bon-Ton. I mean, I always mourn the loss of that department store.
Yeah, I learned Hess's. I have so many on my list.
Florence is up at the Bon-Ton in heaven where it's all gone away. So, you know, she would get us those. We have those. You know, you can always kind of.
One year she got me cookie sheets. Like it was really at the very end of her
Cookie
being
sheets
healthy
are bad.
enough to go shopping for herself. Like she went, that was when she still went shopping, and she bought me 2 cookie sheets. I will never get rid of those cookie sheets for my
Yeah, right.
my entire life. no matter what
But, like, if
condition
you
they're
wanted
in.
to but if you wanted to do it, and that's like something I really love to do, like if you have the cookie sheets and like let's say you have a young person or a person you know that likes to bake, you would do the cookie sheets and then maybe like a really cool set of like Christmas towels, maybe tie on the ribbon, tie some cookie cutters to the ribbon. Like you could do a lot. Cookie cutters are fun. And I should show you guys because I actually have my Christmas tree downstairs. Leo gave me a set of beautiful, beautiful gold. They're gold color cookie cutters that are like really heavy. And I'm like, I'm never going to use these. I don't want to wash them. They're like more for display. So I tied ribbons around them and hung them on my tree. So,
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
yeah,
and that totally works for you because you also have lots of ornaments that are like bakery stuff, right?
a lot of my theme stuff, a lot of my stuff in my house is bakery themed, in my kitchen especially. I'll have to take some pictures, but everything is kind of like, there's definitely a theme to it.
Icing, candy, baking.
Candy. I'm actually learning how to make what do you call it? Little peppermint candies out of felt. So that'll be something. I can make garlands. Everybody's gonna get fabric and felt garlands, whether they want them or not. And
Well, hey, I'm into it because I don't make stuff like that.
yeah, and if you are crafty, I save my fabric and it's fabric scraps and I make things, but you can also, if there is a piece of, and it's part of our rapid fire later, it's like save that nice piece of wrapping paper. If it's that stiff, good quality. I mean, my mom and I have been doing this probably. I just wrapped her birthday present in a piece. My second to last piece, a very fancy New York City bought paper store, Fifth Avenue paper. And she was like, she could tell, like when she opened it, she goes, you've had this for a while, right? And I go, oh yes, I've been keeping it, keeping it and then like wrapping little thing, and she's like, oh, take it back, it's too nice. And I go, no, it's for you. You save it, then you do something. And you can do things. You can make ornaments. You can make tags with things like that if it's stiff enough. Like, for example, these are Christmas cards from years past. And so this was on a thing and I just cut it out. It was already done for me, the glitter and everything. How cute is that? I like vintage looking things or artistically done looking things. I mean, how cute is that? Everybody has a hole punch. Everybody has either ribbon or cord or something like that. There's your tag, guys. Merry Christmas, Aunt Sally, or whatever it is. Just these little, even the most basic and not that nice of a Christmas card can really turn into a great, I mean, look at this artwork. I don't have to do anything. And then this was a Christmas card. It says Merry and Bright, which is really nice. And this was sent to us by family or by friends. And then all I have to do is take the back of this off, or I'm going to cut it in the back. Again, everybody has a hole punch. If you don't have a hole punch or know what I'm talking about, you can probably get them at the dollar store. You punch a hole, you put some ribbon, and look, it's already done for you. So if you are on a budget, and most of us get Christmas cards, if you are on a budget and you don't want to buy those packs of ones, you don't have storage, this is a great way to do it. I was an apartment dweller for most of my adult life. A dorm, apartment, small apartment dweller. So, most of our stuff goes into a bin or down into a storage container. I don't have what I have now. I have an attic and extra rooms and nooks and crannies. So, have a little bit of an arsenal of things that you can pull out. But this is something that's very affordable and you're reducing, reusing, and recycling, and how you can't go wrong with that. So I like that idea. I'm going to show you how to wrap a package. So what do you guys think? So Holly brought up the gift bags. Do you prefer, like when you get a gift in a gift bag, do you think like a certain way or like versus a gift versus a wrap? Or alternatively, do you prefer a gift bag or gift wrap?
It depends on how much time I have.
Right.
Because I only have, there are some days that are Christmases where it seems like all you do is work and there's no time for gift wrapping. Bags are fabulous. And if you, put enough tissue in them and kind of wrap them up, it's very nice way to go.
It's a good way to do it, right?
Right. If you've got lots of time on your hands and, I love to wrap. My first job when I was 16 was in this ladies store called Rosenbaum's in Horseheads, New York. And my job was to wrap and make the bows. You know, there was a bow maker that you would make these hand bows, but I wrapped until I was blue in the face, especially at Christmas.
Okay.
Well,
That's
I gotta tell you, in modern day, I was once upon a time in one of my many, many careers, I was the store manager of a retail Ann Taylor store in New Jersey. And every Christmas at an Ann Taylor store, if you come in, when you came in and you purchased your presents, we offered complimentary wrapping to
Mhm.
everyone.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So if someone came in and ordered 20 things, you were wrapping 20 things.
I
And
used to work
Right.
at John Wanamaker's in Philadelphia. You better believe that back in that time, you were getting a wrap gift.
And
I mean,
I absolutely suck at wrapping. So I was always terrified because they would provide you with the wrap. And the wrap was always kind of different. That they got to where they would do these really cool, pretty boxes. So you did tissue, the box was already the
Right.
pretty thing. You didn't have to use paper, and then some kind of cool pop-up, pull-out
because you don't
bow.
even get that now from online. I mean, these are the things about online that you're not going to get. Most companies do not gift wrap. Yes, if you are doing MLM gift or you have a consultant, maybe they're offering something. I know with Arbonne, I would offer the free gift wrap. People would have the stuff shipped to me if they wanted to. And then for free, I would gift wrap it and they would pay for the shipping. Nobody ever took me up on it, which I was very sad because I would have liked to have practiced my wrapping. I do love to wrap. I like to get creative with it. Again, there were many, many years where people's presents came from the Dollar General because I was living in a 1-bedroom apartment. But you know what? These are the ways to make it. You don't feel like, because of the kind of person that I am, you don't feel like you're kind of like, oh, it's just from our general. And I don't care who you are. You're going to feel that way. Oh, I'm really broke. I'm a kid. I'm an artist, whatever the case may be. And then you go and buy this little ornament or whatever. You really can just like take things. I mean, little kids, if you have kids, and I forgot to do it, but little kids, if you have kids giving gifts to like your aunts or teachers or whatever, white lunch bags do wonders. And even as an adult, I mean, decorate them if you are creative. Have the kids cut out things like the Christmas cards, decorate a white paper bag, put a pretty ribbon on it, curly ribbon, things that most people that have kids have these things in their house, most people. So, use those craft supplies, get the kids involved, have them decorate it, have them draw a picture. A picture made by the kids goes a long way. You could take that picture and put it in a frame and wrap it up, and people appreciate that stuff.
So here's another idea, because a lot of I remember when I first met my in-laws, they didn't really know me. I didn't know them, and I have a sister-in-law that did not meet prior to the holidays, but she still had a gift for me at the Christmas dinner. And I thought it was so sweet because she didn't know who I was, but she went out and she got a couple of really pretty, the little hostess towels, or, towels that you would use in the kitchen, and rolled that up. And she had like a little dishcloth in there that was tied up with a bow and whatever. But it was a very nice gift for someone that you just don't know,
Yeah.
So,
and I think in today's world where we live, there's so many, like what would be considered a hostess gift, a candle, bathroom soaps, hand lotion. Obviously we don't know what people are allergic to, or those things, but there's so many things out there. I think more than when we were growing up, that you have a lot of choices now, because it wasn't trendy to give a candle. Right. We didn't give candles. We didn't give essential oils,
Well, there weren't things like that you could just go and buy.
No.
Right.
And now just about every store at every price level, at everywhere you go, online or in person, whether it be through an MLM or going down to the drugstore. I mean, our drugstores now.
Yeah, they really do have nice. I actually it was last week we were talking about it in our office lobby. We were looking for a little extra little zhuzh for one of the Christmas displays, and I told our receptionist that she should look in CVS, because believe it or not, they have awesome Christmas decorations that are not that expensive. She went down there and they had it.
While you guys are talking, I'm going to totally transform this little box of essential oils.
Okay. That sounds great. I do, me being the not crafty, not bakey, not fuzzy kind of person, it's hard for me to come up with something that's really personalized. So I actually do my one thing that I bake well. I make banana bread every year for people, and I kind of keep them for all different things because I give them to hostess as hostess gifts. I take them to work. I give them to family and
I'm
friends.
having an event at my house next week that I'm going to totally manufacture so that I get one of those banana breads.
I will drop one off at your house after the snow is through. But I made them. I made mine, and I got all the baking supplies at Aldi's, which is the best place to buy all
Right.
your baking supplies. And I went to the dollar store and got little tins and little
Guys,
bags.
I'm
I
telling you,
spent $3 on the wrapping of it,
you know,
And
the dollar store is a great place to get alternative packaging, cello bags, curly ribbon, plain gift bags that you can doctor up. I
the
mean,
big bags you can put large
Right.
things in with a bow. They have them.
yarn. They have yarn. I mean, I could do a whole show just on packaging anything.
Maybe we will have a dollar store in the spring. We'll have a what I found at the dollar store. So we'll all have to go to the dollar store and find really amazing different things.
You
I
just
think
have
that's
to,
a
you know
great
what
idea.
it is? You can't, I don't think you can do it when you're just running in.
No, you have to think about it.
You have to make a list. You have to say, I'm looking to package X, Y, and Z.
Mhm.
And you kind of have to, these things don't just, there is a little bit of a thought, even for the most creative person, which I consider myself. I'm not the most creative person, but I do consider myself to be a creative person. Even with that, you sit down, you make your list, you think about it. And Holly, you put a lot of thought into that banana bread. I mean, it
took me years to actually get to where this is my recipe
you're
for
not a
banana
huge
bread. Believe it or
baker.
not,
You're not a
I took
baker.
years tweaking this sucker.
And you're not a baker. That's not something that's in your wheelhouse.
Mhm.
That's not something that you're doing all of the time. So
Mhm.
it's a thoughtful gift. It tastes good. People like it. We use it for our bake sale. Well, when we have our bake sale, unfortunately, we couldn't do that too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. A nice gift to give in I like the idea of the three wise men giving three gifts, and I shouldn't be giving my secrets away, but some people in the family might be getting something for themselves, something for someone, to feed themselves, to feed other people. Charitable giving is great.
Yeah, very nice.
In many years, we give to No Kid Hungry a lot, and that's kind of like our charity of choice. And of course, you could do the Salvation Army, which we love that organization as well, and or whatever you want. It could be wildlife or a pet organization like the food pantry, the Furry Friends Food Pantry, which we love so much. You can do a donation in other people's names, or we've done a bulk donation. So let's say we take $100, we do a bulk donation, and then we type out or make a card and said a donation has been made in your name to No Kid Hungry. You help to feed, 100 children this Christmas season. And I think when you wrap that with a gift card or you include that with a restaurant gift certificate, not only are you feeding yourself, but then you're helping to feed other people. I think it's very nice.
Mhm.
Kind of gives that extra, there's thought to it, and it's helping others. And I don't think most of us, especially in what we're going through right now, I think most of us wouldn't mind that. I
No, I
don't
don't either.
care. Yeah.
And there's another one that I love. It's called, if you need a gift and you need to shop online, it's called Grounds and Hounds. And
Okay.
a portion,
I saw that.
yes. And you can buy coffee, and then a portion of what you purchase goes to help rescue dogs.
Right.
So
And
rescue
there's so many, there's so many organizations like Heifer International out there where you can buy a part of a cow. You can get together with your friends and buy some chickens, or buy equipment for people to start a business in a developing country. There's just, and we talked about last week, we talked about charity. Obviously, the Salvation Army is very near and dear to our heart. We'll be ringing the bell on Saturday. Again, what Sarah said, on Main Street in Strasburg at Dunkelberger's. Beep, stop by, donate online, come and say hello, bring us a coffee.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
Bring us a coffee. We like Dunkin' Donuts. We all like Dunkin' Donuts.
We do like Dunkin' Donuts.
We really don't like Dunkin' Donuts. But, I think that's a nice way too. If you don't know what to get someone, it kind of used to be a joke. Oh, great. It's like a Friends episode. A donation's been made in your honor. But I think in the times that we live in now, and in any time really, I don't think anybody would object to that at
No,
all.
I really do say though that if I do a donation in somebody's name, I usually get them another gift too, like a little,
Right, like a scratch off or a gift card.
yeah, a
or
little
something.
add-on that.
And that's all, that's too. And I think that this is a really cool idea, especially for older children or for maybe with your spouses or within a family. If you you could do the 3 gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. They don't have to be gold, frankincense, and myrrh, but you could base it on, instead of everybody getting 50 million things or these things, you can get 3 gifts and you can kind of base your gift around that. So it could be a theme, something to, it could be 3 things for a spa. Like a spa day. It could be 3 things. It could be Holly's banana bread, some jam, and a nice bag of coffee,
Mhm.
or a
Mhm.
mug. And I like to do, and I don't have any with me right here. I really screwed this up because I could have really, again, I could show you, we could do a whole show on how to wrap stuff, but you could do a mug and do, coffee and some great chocolate spoons or a hot cocoa. Or
I think what you gave me last year, Holly, a mug and coffee, Kahlua coffee.
Yeah, and I went and got mugs, those amazing mugs at the Home Goods. They were all from Portugal. They were just so pretty. But I try to do something.
I use my mug because I have so many mugs I can't even fit them in the cupboard anymore.
Mhm.
But I use mugs that match my kitchen. On my stove, I have so many measuring spoons and all kinds of stuff. So in the white mugs, I have my measuring spoons and my mixing spoons and all that kind of stuff. So if I don't use the mug, I display it and use it dual purpose.
Right. Exactly.
Sometimes a useful gift.
The
And then,
pack-
when I, even if you're buying something like that, I make sure that I buy the right thing for the person. Like I know Sarah likes, she will drink a flavored coffee. There's a lot of people who won't drink a flavored coffee.
Right.
So it would be wrong for them. You gotta kind of think
You're
about
not gonna buy something for me that's super ultra modern.
or I'm not going to buy you any kind of facial products or body products because
For
there's
alcohol.
nothing with peanuts in it. I'm not going to buy you alcohol. Like there's a list you kind of have in your head from all the people that you know. I mean, aside from those tried and true banana bread lottery tickets, generic gifts,
Candles,
you're really shopping for somebody, you know them. Like you know what's gonna work.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what their deal is.
I do think a lot of people this year too are really thinking about where they're purchasing their gifts because there are so many local businesses
Yeah.
that are really in need of our help. If you're going to be spending money anyway, you might
I have
better
an exciting announcement.
Okay.
I have an exciting announcement because I went shopping downtown Stroudsburg on Black Friday and I had a really good time and I stopped at a bunch of different places and I did get gifts for people, but I saw today Kitchen Chemistry announced that they have for sale hot chocolate bombs.
Really?
They came out with them. They're at Kitchen Chemistry. So if you've been searching high and low and you weren't quite comfortable with buying it from somebody's kitchen at their house, which seems to be the only ones that are out there, because I did look everywhere I went. I looked for either the molds or the already made bombs.
I
And
could have made them for you.
do you have the molds for that?
I don't have the molds for that because I don't really, I'm going to be honest with you.
Right.
I'm not a chocolate person.
Right.
It's messy. It's great, but I would have made them for you. But we'll do it. We'll make, well, that wouldn't make any sense. We'll make them for the winter.
Valentine's Day.
Maybe we'll
We
do
can
it.
make ones for Valentine's
But
Day.
yeah, I recommend too being careful, buying from
Right.
a home kitchen at this
Right.
point. But that's
I
nice
would-
that they're doing it, and they should, because it's a popular item
Mhm.
and it's a nice little profit item
Well,
for them.
one of the
They're
things
not
that
difficult.
I love to make for the holidays, and I usually give it to the boys in the family, well, the grown men of the family, is I make coquito, which is pretty easy to make. But it one of the things that drives me crazy is people are buying coquito and they're in used bottles. So you got to make sure who you're buying it from.
Yeah,
You
I'm
gotta
sorry.
really-
I think everybody, it's one thing to make banana bread for your family. It's one thing
Right.
to make keto for your family. It is another thing to go vaguely purchase things from people online that are foodstuffs. I mean, hey, get your crafts anywhere because, craft. But foodstuffs, you do not know the condition. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but it's COVID and we're all worried about germs. think about that. Like,
Oh,
think
I've
about
had
the
many
perspective.
people that have tried to order cakes and things like that for me, and
Yeah, like a commercial kitchen
nobody
is a
needs
great place
a
to buy
lawsuit.
gifts because
Nobody needs a class action lawsuit during COVID. No.
right, and you don't want to make your person that you're giving your gift to ill. You know
Yeah,
what I
right.
mean? Like the goal. So a commercial kitchen is always going to be a safer spot to
Yeah, we
go.
went to a really cute at Cherry Valley Farm. Leo and I went to, we shop local on Saturday also. We went to the Ribbon Factory, American Ribbon. If you are in need of craft supplies, they have everything from felt to ribbon to I call it Rick Rack, and I don't think that that's the right. Do you guys know what I mean with the little pom
Like
poms?
this.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's Rick Rack.
We
That is
bought-
actually what
Is
it's
that
called.
Rick Rack? Okay.
Yep.
I always call it brick rack, or whatever. Mom always says that I'm saying it wrong. But they have things like this. You know, there's not just big box retailers. You can also support American Ribbon Factory. It's been in business for God only knows how long.
And seriously, they have a lot of stuff in
And
stock.
seriously, they're awesome. They have a lot of stuff in stock. They have decorations. They have ribbon in any color, shape, size, feel, texture, gold lace, cord, and they make it. I've already been in the building when they're making the ribbon. The whole building shakes and you feel like it's going to fall through the ceiling, but it's totally awesome. They're a local business. They'll engrave your trophy. They have trophies. They have medals.
They
They
do all that
engrave
stuff.
Purple Heart. I mean, they engrave Purple Heart. I mean, it is just like, it's
They
really
have upholstery fabric. Like they have
They
stuff
have
that you
upholstery
can't
fabric. We
get.
bought fleece. We're making no-sew fleece scarves. Leo got a brand new winter jacket, so we're making no-sew fleece scarves for him. And of course, we're going to move on to blankets. But they have all different kinds of fleece. They have
Mhm.
tulle, bolts of tulle and things like that. I got all the ribbon and tulle for my wedding from there. And I'm going to show you guys my transformation of that little tiny box of essential oils. And now it looks like a candy.
Oh, isn't that pretty? I just gotta say that one of the Holly, who's watching us, the other Holly, she has she's very willing to donate all of the things that she has that need to be wrapped so that you can demonstrate pretty.
Oh, very nice. So we did, guys. I had a little, you saw I had a little quarter square of fabric. Obviously, this is just red and white polka dot, nothing special, but it does say Christmas. The green tulle, again, you can buy these for like 99 cents or there's tulle available. And I used one of my Christmas cards that I had cut up. You know, I thought that this was a pretty design. It looks pretty if you're giving an essential oil to a Secret Santa or a friend that you know that likes to use them or diffuse them. If you're giving them in a bulk, really literally you could sit down an assembly line this. If you're a little nervous about tying it, you could even use sandwich ties to secure it and then done. Again, most of us have these things in our house. Guys, upcycle your clothes. Upcycle your clothes. These cool flannel shirts, eventually they go to the rag bag, right? Wash, of course, launder them, cut them up, use them as fabric. You're recycling. And look at how much I transformed that for almost nothing. It took me no time. And you know what? You hand that to somebody with a very sweet message on it. They're going to look at that and say, oh my gosh, what is this? And it's going to add to it. And you don't have to be a crafting rock star. I promise you, you can do all the things that I do. It just takes a little bit of time, and a little bit of planning. And again, if you wanted to, you could, if you did it in a different way, you could attach an ornament if it was for a teacher or an ugly Christmas sweater, or even this little guy would have gone really cute tied around it. And I mean, I would die twice if somebody gave me something like that. Nobody ever does, because I think they think they're like, oh, I can't impress her. You can impress me. I would love to.
I don't even know if it's that. It's like, there are just certain things that everybody is not good at all things.
No.
You know what I mean? Like I said, that's why I have Kevin.
Are you saying that I'm good at all things? Is that what you're saying?
You're just
Finally,
very
declaring
crafty.
it.
You're a very crafty gift giver, and you have a very good
You know what
eye
it is,
for color.
I
A
think
lot of people don't.
an aesthetic. Well, stick with the basics, right? We have an argument in this house all the time with my 7-year-old son. He does not believe that pink and blue or turquoise are Christmas colors. To him, that's like, no, Christmas colors are gold, white, green, and it does not have to be. I mean, I could turn this into something Christmassy. I mean, this is like a pink chenille, guys, too. Holly had the gift bags. There's all these things, and you can get them at the big box retailers or at the small ones too. And I don't know if anybody really has gotten around to making these homemade, but this is a great box to put a Christmas gift in. You could put tissue paper in there. You could put socks. You could Christmas socks in here, ornaments,
Mhm.
whatever it is, and then put a piece of ribbon or a piece of tulle or whatever on here. Put a tag. Always have a tag. Put a tag on here. Say Merry Christmas, and
Yeah.
how cool is that?
That was
So
very
I
good
mean,
idea.
check the sales at the end. This stuff. I think I bought for like 10 cents. At
Mhm.
the end of the year, right, Sarah? Like check
Right.
if
That's
you
great.
if you have a few bucks after Christmas, if you have the space. Again, it just takes a little bit of planning.
The day after, first thing, if you hit the stores, and one with the bullseye and one where she got the pillows from. If you head to those places, all their
Mhm.
Christmas stuff is half off.
That's
It's
right.
amazing. You get your
If
Christmas
you have the
stuff
storage.
here,
Yeah.
wrap for more,
I have
ribbons.
20 things of wrapping paper. I mean, we're dwindling it down, but like for the last couple of years, I'm like, I am not buying wrapping paper. I am not
We
buying
haven't been either.
I am not buying wrapping paper, and I love paper.
Me too. I said this year, I think I'm going to break down and buy a new design for next year. So, you have to do we have rapid fire this week?
Well, I already gave you guys one. It was gift bag versus gift wrap, and you guys answered that.
I'm a gift wrap person.
So is this
I love to get your wrapped present.
my wrapped presents?
When you
I'm gonna have now that I open my big fat mouth, I'm gonna have to really bring it this year. It's gonna have
You
to be
always have, and I just
It'll
really
be spectacular.
appreciate it.
And then Sarah, you said it kind of depends on the time. And then
Right.
also what it is, right? Because
Mhm.
like with those pillows that I gave Ruthie, like they were awkward, they were huge. She's a teenager, love her to death. What is she going to do with a gift bag? Her
Mhm.
mother doesn't need like one more thing that I'm bringing into the house already. There's already a million people and things hanging from the ceiling and all kinds of stuff. You only give us what. So considering the person, I think depending on the person, depending on the gift, depending on the size of the gift, like a lot of the times I'll give a theme. Like for Aggie, for her birthday this year, I gave her it was a mug that said tired as a mother. And then what I did is I had the mug first, and then I based it all around. I got her birthday cake creamer. I got her a box of coffee pods and whipped cream so that she could have an experience. So that went in a gift bag.
And
I wasn't going to wrap a bottle of whipped cream. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I will say I like the bags from some of the stores that are reusable. They've got a pretty design on the outside.
Right.
They've got them on the sides. But the nice thing is that I keep those, and I actually fold them up and keep them in my car. So when I go shopping again, I don't have to take their plastic bags. Use the bags that.
And I don't think that there's anything wrong with so this goes into my next question, save or toss. So when we were growing up, and I'm not going to name any names, and they're around, but religiously saved, they would, when you would open the gift, they would take the wrapping paper
and fold
crease bows, and they would reuse. And that's no judgment. Being a mom now, like I didn't really understand these things when I was growing up. Like, why would you save that? Why would you do that? Like, I get it. I have a paper fetish. I totally get it because I use it for other things. I get why she did it or they did it. Totally get it. And then you would see it again. And really, honestly, in the time that we're living in now, maybe more of that. Stuff will be happening. Again, I do it with the gift cards. So do you save or toss the wrap and bows? Is that something that you do?
It all depends.
It all depends.
It all depends. I have a tendency to save any ribbon that comes with anything, and I repurpose it. So if I get real ribbon or tulle or something like
if
that,
you got something like this on
I
a
keep
gift,
it. I keep it and I use it for something else. I don't necessarily wrap another present with it, but I do something with it.
So do something with it. So yeah, I mean, I think
I have ribbon that you gave me a present. You gave me a present with black and white ribbon on it. I took that ribbon, cut it up pretty, and made bows for my curtains in my bathroom.
Right. So you're kind of taking, and that ribbon is probably from the ribbon factory. But again, like I was showing you the cards, it's kind of like I'm kind of doing a version of that. Now, the bows that are, that come in the big bag, we all know what they are. They tend to get crushed. I mean, if anybody has a method to which the cheaper bows don't get crushed, I'd like to know what it is, because they never look the same again.
Before you ever give the gift usually.
Right.
So,
I mean, that's like it's like a rite of passage. Like you have to have a gift that has that smashed sort of tacky bow. If
Mhm.
anybody has any tips on that. Gift card. Oh, so as a giver, a gift card or a gift to open. What do you prefer to give and what do you prefer to receive?
I prefer to give, I give and receive a gift to open. I'm very, even with the two teenagers that I got who wanted gift cards, they're each getting something to open.
mhm.
Right. And I think it also depends on number one, how well you know the person. What is it for? Like, is it a secret Santa? I mean, there's so many, even if
I
you
love
don't,
to open stuff, even if it's a pair of socks. Makes me
even
happy.
if you don't do any of these things, you know, if you don't do any of this fancy stuff, there are gift card boxes out there. You know, what do you think, Sarah? Do you like to give?
I love to have a gift to open.
Right.
I also love to give a gift that they can open.
You can open.
So,
Well,
you
I
know,
think in our family, we're all most of us, I can't speak for everyone, are pretty still into, no matter what's going on, still into the Christmas,
mhm,
all the things that have to do with it. You know what
Right.
I mean? All
Mhm.
things.
Yeah, I think that, you get caught up between the I'm forced to get a gift versus really enjoying going to get a gift and
Mhm.
really
Yeah.
thinking about the person. Like I'm one
I
of those old fashioned, I go shopping on Black Friday with my girlfriend. We go and get coffee, we go and shop, we go out to lunch, we go shop, we hit a little bit of everything, big box all the way down to the small stores. And I
Mhm.
have a list with me, like a big list. She has a list, I have a list. At lunch, we go over the list. Like the list isn't stuff though. The list is all the people and then kind of ideas. Like I know they like, I know they would want, it's not, I'm checking off certain items.
Mhm.
Unless they told you.
Unless they told me, like,
Unless they told
if
you.
Connor
Yeah.
needs something or wants something, he's kind of specific about
Like
it.
this
But
year, my mom was like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "I want a set of shampoo and conditioner." And I don't really ask for these things. These are things that I've never really asked for people. But it's like I know she likes to go to Ulta. I know she's good at looking for that stuff. I know I know she knows what I'm talking about.
yeah,
When I say a certain brand, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? I said it's been a really long time since I've used this shampoo and conditioner that I really like. It's a little bit more high end. Maybe it's on sale. Get me that. She's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? I'm going to
Mhm.
use it. I
Mhm.
love it. Nobody's going to get it for me. And I love to go to Ulta. I
and
just
you're
don't.
probably not going to get it for yourself.
I have no problem getting luxurious things for myself.
But
That's
you
something
might not have the opportunity to go
I
over
don't
there.
really go to Ulta. There's
Right.
certain stores that I just can't get to.
Yeah.
It seems like I can't. I know that it's like
It's not in your radius that you have
it's
the places
literally a mile up the road, right? If that, right? And I never can seem to get to that side of the street or something. I don't know. You would think that it was like the 1940s or something, and we had like one car. We had to walk everywhere. It's literally right there, but for some reason I don't get there, and I don't know, something about ordering shampoo and conditioner over the interwebs. I don't know. I mean, I've done it. I can do it, but I don't know. Something about somebody getting me something that I actually want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Exciting.
And it's exciting. It's fun. I
Any
think.
any more speed or are we done?
I think we're done with
We're
the.
done. Okay. Well, we've used up all of our time.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Mhm.
It is after 8 p.m., ladies. Well, we have a bunch of things to remind everybody about. Make sure that you come and see us this Saturday from
Yes.
12 to 2 on the corner of 6th and Main Street in downtown
If
Stroudsburg.
you bring us coffee, I will put extra money in the jar.
There you go.
If you bring us coffee, I will donate extra money. We
And-
might
and
have a
gonna
song or so, a selfie. I don't know.
Yeah,
Right?
we'll make. We have lots planned for that. I hear there's outfits and decor and stuff for
Of course.
decor for our experience. So it's in front of Delta Burgers. We're going to be ringing the bell for the Salvation Army. It's really important. They have some days where they would have in a normal year had 60 bell ringers around the county. They only had 6. So yeah.
No way.
Yes, they
Six?
really need people to volunteer. If you can't go out and volunteer, if you can go out and volunteer, the link will be in the on our Facebook page. If you want to just donate electronically, the link will be on our Facebook page. If you want to send in a check, the information will be on our Facebook.
And it is to come to my attention last week, which I did not know this, is that now they take Apple Pay.
Yes, they do.
So you don't feel like you have Apple Pay on your phone.
Mhm.
You can also write a check to the Salvation Army. We'll be happy to put those checks in the bucket. I don't think that they're going to be discriminating as to
No.
Right.
So, you make sure you come out and check
Yes.
us out and see us.
donate. I liked what they said last week. It's to donate your time, your talent, or your treasures.
Mhm.
We know that not everybody has treasures to give this year, and we totally understand that, but everybody can find some time.
If
Most
you
of-
have 2 hours to ring a bell, go do it.
Yep.
Just
like they said, go packing meals,
mhm.
and things
Helping
like
with gift distribution.
Right.
Everything is curbside this year, so they just need more hands.
more hands.
More hands.
Give the gift of hands. Well,
We
that sounds
want to thank all of our sponsors, the Bit of Bliss Therapy in Pocono Lake, the Cinder Inn, and the burgersrealty.com Stroudsburg. Make sure to check them out if you want to buy, sell, rent, or auction off your property. We are heading into the biggest snowstorm in the Northeast in years. We hope that everybody stays safe, keeps their electric and internet and power, and stays warm and safe and happy over the next couple days. We wish everybody the best of luck. We will see you next Tuesday night with our Christmas party. We're going to have our Christmas party.
Yeah, so bring your ugly Christmas sweater, your Christmas hat,
Yes. I may have a prize for the best ugly Christmas
pajamas,
sweater.
something. Maybe we'll give some stuff away next week.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will. So bring your ugly Christmas sweater. Bring your drink of choice, hot cocoa, adult beverage, whatever makes you happy. And we're going to have a party next week, and we're going to invite you to join us for it. So
Awesome.
we will see you next week. Everybody stay safe. Thank you very much.